Hey Terps, how's it going? So I posted a video of a general dynamic warm-up for you to do, and we're gonna go through that today. Before we go, just a little setup of how you're gonna do it. If you don't have like a high school football field or a track to go to where there's yardages kind of pointed out for you, what I did here, right, is all I did was take a bucket from my garage and set it up as 2 markers. And all I did was pace out 10 yards for you, because that's all you're gonna need for this dynamic warm-up. So just from here, right, pacing out 10 yards, just pretty much big steps, 10 of them total. So here, start behind the bucket. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So pretty simple. That's all you're gonna need for this one. Use anything you need in terms of marking the 10 yardage, a shoe, a bucket, a jug of water, cones if you got them. But then make sure when you do this warm up, right, you're following all the repetitions that are on the sheet for you. And if you need, it might help to have your phone with you, link to our YouTube page so that we can actually kind of walk you through it and you know what you're doing as you're going through. So the first few exercises in this warm up are all in place, and you can pretty much do in your bedroom, or you could do in a basement, or you can do outside. So the first thing we're gonna do today is iron cross. You have 8 on each side. We've done this one before. It's not super complicated. So all you're gonna do is line your back, right? Arms are out to the side, kicking up to feel that hamstring stretch, kicking over, making sure that you're alternating, other leg, kick up, kick over. Inchworms, 6 of them total. You start in a standing position, my feet are under my hips, right? I'm gonna walk down my hands to my feet, feel a hamstring stretch, walk my hands out on the ground, core is tight, my hips are not sagging, walk my hands back in, stand up. That's when it's groin rocks, okay? So we're in that kneeling position here, all fours. Gonna kick my right leg out to the side, my toes forward, my foot is flat. Then I'm gonna sit my butt towards my heels. That's 1 rep. Making sure that we feel a nice stretch in our groin. You have 10 on each side. World's Greatest or Spider-Man's, I know I use them interchangeably sometimes. So World's Greatest, we're gonna be in this push-up position, right? Alternating legs, my right foot is gonna go outside my right hand, okay? Make sure I open up my hips with my elbow, rotate, look up towards my hand, alternate legs. Cook squats, so we have 6 repetitions here. So about a squat stance, right? It starts with a hamstring stretch, so I'm gonna reach down, okay? Squat down, pull myself down, big chest, my elbows are inside my knees, stand up. Knee hug RDLs, you have 5 on each side. What you're gonna do, start with grabbing this left knee, pulling it in towards your chest, slight bend in this knee, go into an RDL and reach, controlling back down, alternating on. Last one for this static or in place portion is your lunge matrix. So all you're gonna do is lunge forwards and then lunge laterally, and that's 1 repetition. So gonna lunge forwards here, reach up over my head, come back to center, out to the side, reach forwards, 1 repetition, 5 on each side. Now we're going into our dynamic portion of our warm-up, utilizing that 10-yard space. The first one's quad pulls. Pretty simple, just trying to get a stretch in our quads. Gonna pull that foot towards your butt, reach high, get on your toe, alternate legs, all the way through this 10-yard space. Hamstring scoops. For this one, gonna kick my foot out, my toe is up, my leg is straight, gonna keep my back flat, scoop down into my hamstring, feel that stretch in the back of the leg. Same thing, alternating legs here, all the way through 10 yards. High leg kicks. For this one, it's just opposite arm, opposite leg, kicking that toe towards your hand. Next one's high knee karaoke. You're gonna face one direction the whole time. You're gonna go down the 10 yards and then come back facing that same direction. Remember, we wanna get that back knee up nice and high and across our body. So here. Next one's high knees. We're gonna go through that 10-yard distance, okay? Remember, we wanna stay nice and tall. The goal is to get a lot of repetitions and move fast, okay? Keeping our knees high and our toes pulled up the whole time, utilizing my arms. So I'm just gonna be here on that go. Butt kicks, so pretty traditional, making sure we stay nice and tall for this, trying to get our heels to our butt as fast as possible. Same thing, trying to get a lot of repetitions here. Broad jumps, so for this one, feet are under my hips, getting nice and tall, snapping down, jumping forwards, sticking the landing. A skips, so for this one, knee up, toe up, opposite arm, opposite leg, bounce and rhythm incorporated. Skips for height, so for this one, driving our opposite knee really high, right? The goal is to get high in the air as we move forwards. %50 sprint, so not an all-out sprint here, only 50% of like a max effort all through the 10 yards. 75% sprint here. 100% sprint for 2 repetitions all the way through the 10. So that's your dynamic warm-up. It should be done before any speed session, lifting session, or conditioning session. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to reach out and stay healthy.